will cautiously take a seat. What manner of vision trickery is this?
No trickery. You see, I have been observing for some time a abnormality brought to me by one of my underlings. If you do recall, long ago, you once sold yourself, your mind, your soul, for knowledge.
A deal I do recall some centuries ago.
Well, I'm telling you now, it wasn't with me. One of my subordinates, however, could no longer keep track of you. And so I was forced to look into it. Your soul, which should rightfully be ours, has a shadow cast over it, like a claw of a bird of prey.
Quite ominous. And why do you think that is? As I recall, I am yet to do anything about the lack of my soul.
I was initially hoping that you would be able to provide an answer. Failing that, it would seem that it is something beyond even your own mind. Something you don't know. She raises one hand, like snapping her fingers, and a feast appears on the table before you. I would not have it said that I am discourteous to my guests. But I must ask, have you noticed anything out of place on your journey?
As they say this, I kind of like touch the eye that was missing.
It's
Visions.
definitely still going.
I do not recall losing my eye. It somehow feels as though it has always been missing. Though I never before considered removing it before the pool. Been plagued by visions, feelings of deja vu of sorts, as if I have lived this before, though ever so slightly differently.
I was afraid of such. This being that has a grip on you, I am led to believe that it has been observing. It is for that reason that I brought you here to my garden. Somewhere I could ensure no outside influence could interfere.
as a most courteous and graceful host as you are, may I request to know whose garden I am sitting in?
This is the Garden of Delights. I'll have you roll a religion check real quick.
I can do that.
You're good at those.
I'm kind of good at those just because I'm super schmeared.
Turns out Vex was a cleric this whole time.
That's not bad. I'll say, especially like at this point, more and more of the area like around the garden is sort of starting to come into focus for you now.
Yeah.
You can hear, like, it's not just the red hot towers, you can hear screams in the distance. With that check, you come to realize you are in the city of Dis.
Uh-oh.
The second layer of hell. Um,
Is this a form of insight as to where I will end up?
it's a start. You know, I'll say with that check, give me an investigation.
I love investigation.
Oh, beautiful.
I love investigation.
You looking at this old lady in front of you, coming to realize where you are, it clicks that, you know, this definitely isn't just some old human woman.
Yep.
Looking, peering closer, your vision in your mind pierce through the illusion of the old woman. You see that this is in fact a like plump, winged, 5 foot tall she devil.
It's kind of squinting at them. You may drop the act. I can see you.
I don't have a token for her. I spent a long time trying to find one, but the only piece of art I could even find of this character, I will put in the Active Games channel, and you'll see why I did not bother to make a token of this.
All right,
Not
then
safe for.
I get to
No,
choose.
it's just hideous to look at.
Yeah.
That would be an awful.
That's some
token,
Final
oh my
Fantasy
gosh.
art right there. Jesus Christ.
It is.
This is Lilith.
Oh my god.
The
Knockoff
consort.
Lilith?
No, Lilith is a different character. Lilith
Yeah,
also
look at it.
exists.
Knockoff Lilith.
Lilith.
Oh my god, it's horrifying!
Lilith is the consort of Dispater.
I don't know these words.
Dispater is one of the
Dispater is
layers.
the Lord of Dis.
Ah,
I cannot believe it's called Dis. It just sounds so silly every
it's
time
gonna
it's
fucking
said.
diss me, man.
Isn't he the one that's permafrozen?
That's Mephistopheles.
Oh, yeah.
Mephistopheles.
Oh, you can tell what the the guy from Dis's tastes are clearly.
It's quite distasteful, I tell you.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's cool. Lilith is like one of the oldest devils.
What the fuck? It's a good one. So, even the greater devils are struggling with my soul.
I would not get too full of yourself. Our concerns lie around what you have gotten yourself tied up in, not you yourself.
Only it would seem the potential awakening of Tiamat.
Her awakening, as you put it, is none of our concern. The one who watches you and seems to be hampering with events.
I have not noticed one who watches.
That is
I-
what bothers us. If you've not
And,
noticed them, I assume you also don't know what they're after then.
Your guess is as good as mine. And I have no doubt that my companions are incapable of such things.
Hey, Crash, you want to see me do a flip?
Right into the pool!
Sure, why not?
We're just
An
out here,
acrobatic.
team. It's not a very good flip.
You do the thing where you like squat down and like steady yourself like for like 6 seconds, constantly teetering from each foot
Oh,
to the other.
I get the psi boost it. Never mind, it's only 13.
You using your
Still terrible.
psionic power, you make your flip slightly less mediocre. That's the power of the mind, baby.
Oh. It's all coming together.
We game it.
I doubt my companions are capable of noticing anything but having a flipping contest.
They're too busy flipping out.
Wah!
Thank you, Josh.
Well, if even you are unaware, I suppose there's little more to glean from this otherwise delightful conversation. You can return to your body when you're ready, but she sort of gestures towards the feast that's on the table. You may never get another chance to partake of the delights of our garden. So do take your time.
Sitting here considering for a second, devils are so fucky in every way, but I mean they are also very contract-bound, heavy rule lawyer bitches. I doubt they're going to try and fuck me over right now.
She like
I mean-
stands up as this is running through your head and just says, "We already have your soul. What more?
Like,
What more
I
could you
can
pay
see
for a meal?"
you make a fair point. I had already considered that. In that respect, one final question. To take my time, of course, enjoying these delights. What exactly is going on in the material plane right now? Is everything just kind of stopped for a moment? Or are my companions watching me gaze silly-like into a pool of water?
I think he's shitting his pants.
We cannot bend the rules of time so much that no time at all is passing. back in your body, but this conversation and your meal here will be mere moments.
Very well. Enjoy myself for the next few minutes, at the least. Before I have to go back there with them. I've no further questions.
He smiles and nods and just starts walking away. As she's leaving, you do notice there's a smaller devil in the corner that's just been watching this whole time.
Like a god devil or something. The chef devil.
No, literally just like in the corner of the garden there's like an imp that's been like peering from behind a bush.
Pervert.
That's the one who's been watching you from the shadows.
Oh no.
Of course.
A local imp. He's been pulling the strings the whole time.
How is imp so powerful? Click here to find out.
This imp is ultra powerful and basically you're retarded. Click here.
Well. I grab something, a handful of something, and kind of take a mouthful and just. You're going to watch me the entire time.
The food itself is like the most delicious thing you have ever tasted.
Nice. An all-you-can-eat buffet, and all it cost was your soul.
Well, you already sold your soul previously. This is like a free bonus buffet you get a coupon for in the mail.
Yeah. It's like if your multiversal counterparts have sold their souls as well, you get like a coupon.
A coupon.
Nice.
Sell your soul 4 times, and on the 5th time, you get a meal for free. Coupons. I assume the imp just sits there and just stares at me the whole fucking time.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you want to shoot the imp.
Do it, shoot the imp.
I'll finish having a good meal and go back to my physical body and suddenly be hungry again and be like, it wasn't worth it. I'm still, my real body's still hungry.
Yeah, when you're ready, you just blink, find yourself staring into a pool that is rapidly drying up.
I put my hand up to my face. Is my eye missing?
It's missing.
No.
But it's a clearly not recently gone missing.
Oh yeah, like you've got an eye patch that feels a little worn. Like you've had it for a long time.
I'll turn back to look at Faluril and I'll ask, how long have I had this? And I point at the eye patch.
You've always had that.
What the fuck?
Why are you asking me?
What's going on in there?
Oi, what's all this then?
Oh, you got TV license.
Got a license to that eye patch.
trying out a new style or something?
No.
Did whatever you were trying to do work?
Things are not as they would seem. I'll remove the eye patch just to see if it's not just covering up my eye.
No, you definitely don't have an eye.
Has he always not had an eye for us?
As far as you're aware.
Okay.
Jesse,
Yes.
as before, although perhaps slightly differently, because I don't remember exactly how I ruled it last time.
Yeah.
As an action with a duration of 1 minute, as opposed to its usual 1 minute casting time, 8-hour duration, and once a week, you can cast Foresight.
Foresight takes a minute to cast.
Foresight does take a minute to cast.
It
Oh.
lasts
Mm-hmm.
a day usually.
But it
'cause
normally
it's
lasts for 8
giga
hours.
OP. It's such a good spell.
It's something you do at the start of the day, like Mage Armor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so good, Vex. Now you can get sneak attack for free.
A duration of 1 minute. 1 minute you said it lasts for.
Yep.
1 minute. Once a week. Nice.
So do we want to cart this dead body back?
The dwarf's already outside.
Yeah, but we still have to walk it all the way back.
I'm sitting here
Do
looking
we?
back and forth pondering.
Well, the entire point is we were going to have the magic people, talk to his dead body, right?
I believe we were here to find something out from him. So yeah.
Well,
Unless
yeah, he's
Vex
dead.
could do that.
Vex, can you talk to dead people?
You hear me kind of muttering under my breath to myself, not paying attention to you.
Hey, Vex.
Doesn't make any sense.
He's acting more insane than usual.
Probably saw something in the water. Vex.
Got the hand on my chin, real heavy thinking pose.
Hmm.
You're not the thinker, bro.
I am the thinker.
Maybe you looked at a statue. Like what happened to me.
What is it, Krosk?
You're alright, buddy?
I'm not sure, but I suppose time will tell.
Alright.
What else
The
has
dead
changed?
dwarf. Can you get any information out of him?
I do not commune with the dead.
Well, you can't fault me for asking.
I believe the plan we discussed was to make him not dead.
How do you suppose we go about that?
Well, there's a ritual my grandfather showed me. I could give him a new body. Expensive, though.
I don't really know how cooperative he'd be under those circumstances. Shouldn't he definitely hate us?
They
Maybe
didn't
he
kill
won't
him.
if we bring him back to life.
I don't believe that this dwarf should know who we were to begin with.
To be fair, I show everyone my, 3 things with Dragon Cult insignias on it. Huh?
That should work, if the corpse is capable of recognition.
Alright, just putting it out there, saying this one out loud. Crosk with that, with all of the information you have presented before you, the pool of, clairvoyance or whatever, the dead guy that was clearly sacrificed for it, you figure you can easily understand Brahm's location was here so that he could use the pool to find the dragon mask. This was his lead.
Okay. And remembering the job we were asked to... Were we asked to find the White Dragon Mask? Or just to make sure he didn't find it?
He was trying to get back in power to it.
What the hell?
Yeah, but like, is our job done? Or do we need to use this pool to find it now?
Your job is technically complete.
Cool, alright. I'm not interested in sacrificing any of us. So... Done?
Anybody see a book around here for that ghost?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we've been pretty much everywhere in here. I'm not gonna go in the well with the mummy.
Maybe you could sacrifice something to locate the book with the well.
I don't do magic personally. I don't really want to mess with the magical pool.
Me neither.
But what do you mean? I've seen you do magic several times.
Oh no, I don't want to mess with the pool.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Given my experience, I would recommend against it.
Good. Then we're done here?
I am satisfied.
Good.
Shame about the ghost,
More or
I
less.
suppose. I don't know where a book would even be. I think we've been just about everywhere in here. Yeah, if the place was
Surely the
looted,
books were
the books
taken outside of the temple and spread throughout the Sword Coast.
Yeah, so I suppose I can acquire with the group we're working with to see if they know anything about this temple being robbed a long time ago. Then I can come back another time and give them back their book. I got a long time alive after all. We'd like to fast travel to the entrance.
Ah, look.
Oh, I was wondering what happened. You kind of got lost in the music.
We're good to go now. Job done.
Alright.
Oh,
Burp, burp.
Good work. Work.
Remember, don't look at the statues.
Oh, yeah.
what a weird place. No, use the ladder properly. Be
No.
respectful.
No.
Fucking change this
You
back
Do we want to bring the dead dwarf with us, or are we
Taylor.
just going to leave him?
should probably bring
Thanks.
him just on information basis.
Maybe just his head.
Yeah, that would be probably all you need, right? You can work
You
with
sure? Magic's weird.
as much as it's not fun.
But I'm sure you'd know more than me. You actually do magic.
Pretty sure they could work with just the head. Forgot the army of wolves you were toting.
Mm-hmm. They last an hour.
party of all summoner druids that just summon giant packs of wolves. Very funny. Go, my wolves.
Go, my wolves.
Alright, well, I only need a piece of a dead humanoid, so yeah, take that.
Alright. Taking the head.
Sure.
We never found out what was in this hole.
I mean, still
Would you
time
like
to
to?
look.
Throw some wolves in.
Does full damage.
God. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Krask,
Yes?
give me my snake back.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Is this well just like a straight drop? Super clean, no ledges, no handholds.
It's not super clean, no.
Have you ever seen a snake climb a brick wall?
I believe I might have.
They go in the cracks and zigzag.
Yeah.
Snakes have climb speed in this game. They don't.
I'm sure some of the snakes probably do. But probably some of the bigger ones, because why would they detail like 6 different kinds of small snakes?
Hey, rats don't have a climb
Mm.
speed. They can climb.
Alright, my
Okay, I'll say your snake can get to the bottom of the well. At the base of the well is a narrow, like, crevice in the wall.
no root crevasse.
It's
Yes.
definitely like a very small tunnel, but like even a small creature would not be able to fit through this.
A secret
Oh.
tunnel.
It's very narrow.
How are people getting dragged in here then?
Well,
My
good
gosh.
thing Fia is a tiny beast.
Hmm.
Can a tiny beast fit?
If you want to send the snake further in, sure.
Yeah, I can see through its eyes for I don't know how far.
Does it have dark vision?
It has blind sight because
Even
it's a
better.
snake.
Yeah, I mean that helps.
Not very good blind sight. It's 10 feet.
Wait.
You want to
Not
give
you.
me a stealth check with the snake, or
Let me just check. What is the spell called?
find familiar?
Yeah, find familiar. How far can it go away before I cannot see through it? 100 feet, you can see through it telepathically. As an action, you can see through its eyes until the start of the turn. I'm gonna assume that means it has to be within 100 feet to see through its eyes. But, yes. Stealth. It doesn't have any bonus.
Any boners?
That'll do. You watch it go through the caverns a bit till it comes into a more open area of caves. It finds a lair
Hmm.
filled with bones and refuse. And you know what? High or low for favorable results?
Always high.
Always high. Would you like to roll the d20?
Always. Oh, 10's pretty high. It's 2 digits.
I mean, you're right smack bang in the middle. So I will say, you it's not really seeing, but you sense a troll before the snake is crushed.
What the fuck?
Interesting.
How does it fit?
The trolls are horrific. They slide through by basically dislocating most of their body
Oh my god.
and relying on
Regenerating?
relying on their regenerative abilities to keep them alive as they
That is
slip
the
through.
worst.
I
That
hate
is
that.
like,
Awful.
you know, how, like cave divers get stuck in caves and die.
Yeah.
It's like they're doing that on purpose, and they might regenerate halfway through and get stuck forever and die.
picturing the fact that you're taking a large creature and not only doing that, but also crunching it through a fucking tiny hole is
Ugh.
horrifying.
Yeah, something a small character could not squeeze through.
It's,
Oh
That-
They
my
are
god.
breaking
That
all their
is some
bones
rat
to go
through a
through.
fucking toilet pipe shit.
You're like sending the snake down there, and all I can hear is ow, ow.
Yeah, I will say it notes that moving through, they take 10 damage a turn, squeezing through the crevice.
So it's just
But,
enough for
you
them to
know,
regenerate.
That's exactly how much they regenerate.
That is funny.
So it can't kill them.
I'm starting to realize why they don't really have too many toilet systems in fucking Faerun. Like, Jesus Christ.
The old
Imagine
toilet
having a
troll.
troll in your toilet system.
Yeah,
Well,
you
like that-
fuck sewer gators. You've got sewer trolls that come up the pipes.
Fucking Christ.
dirt, 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 dirt.
Well, I think it's some sort of troll.
How the fuck does that work?
Wow.
There's a very small cave. There must be some other entrance. Either way, we're not gonna fit through this, so let's just get out of here.
Nah, let's not.
Just take camps up.
This time we actually made some money. Let's get out of here instead of dying.
Oh, they're folding in. The wolf compact.
The wolves are like stacking into a pyramid.
Bless you, Joyce.
Like the mega meatball.
Oh,
With that, you can leave, start your journey back towards Waterdeep.
it's like a Koopa shell in Mario, just stacked fucking.
I'm not going to bother with any random encounters on the way there.
No.
However,
No.
you all level up.
Wow! I've learned Fireball.
You learned Fireball.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Yeah, baby.
You're better at spellcaster than me, basically, at this
When
point.
you're doing that, I get to go over the scorecard again because we're going to have another
good.
council session.
Oh, the school.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see.
love council sessions.
Hildeveram, technically you didn't do that. He was dead when you got there, so I can't subtract a point for that.
Was there a way we could have gotten there while he was alive?
In the
Brother.
original version of this module, yes.
Oh, what does that mean?
It's
That
been
means
enhanced.
Rollie's not
cheating.
gonna
You're cheating.
deduct points for that. You did.
Yes, I'm not taking away points for him being dead because I killed him before you could even get there.
So we actually
You're
get
just like
bonus
rolling
points.
some
The way the module is meant to play out, he's supposed to be a captive that the Yuan-Ti priestess uses to bargain with you, essentially saying, "We will give you this guy if you just fuck off."
Oh yeah. Feel
No,
like we
man.
would have.
Yeah, I'd take that deal.
I mean, it
Yeah.
worked out last time.
I'll make that deal.
You take that deal?
And
I'd
then
take
if
that deal.
you and like he's unconscious, but she's all like, "We've put him under a spell. His soul is not in his body. It will return to him.
Oh.
If you take him with you, we will return it to him.
I see.
That
Otherwise,
sounds like a scam.
otherwise we'll kill him."
That's great.
You can have
If
his
you
body, but you
start
don't
a
get his
fight,
soul.
she would stab him with his own dragon tooth dagger and kill him.
Oh.
That's fucking funny.
Also, literally what I said at the start, he's unconscious. Like, his soul hasn't been taken out of his body or anything. They've literally just knocked him unconscious.
Okay.
And he will get better after a short rest.
Interesting.
Guardian spirit. What is
But
he?
keeping a captive does not align with the more insane, weave rotted
Yeah.
Yuan-Ti that
Fair
you
enough.
encountered, so he was already dead.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
I thought you were going to say one of the members of the council didn't like us bringing back a living person to question. I was going to jump off of the stage and start stabbing them to death.
I mean, the Emerald Enclave would not have liked you capturing him. They would prefer him dead.
Fair.
Man, no one likes the Emerald Enclave.
It's really
funny.
true. The Emerald Enclave is so fucking counterintuitive.
Those guys suck.
I like the bald guy from Dragon Age Inquisition who hates every good choice you can make.
Yeah.
I think he just did something to piss them off, and they're like, yeah, we want this guy dead. Why is he still alive?
Mm.
It's like we're in this like a race against time, and we have very little information. So if we brought you back a captive, you can get information from. I don't like him. You should have killed him.
Alright.
Fuck this guy.
Who asked?
Didn't ask.
Two
I got the
points
funny
for
Echo
them.
Knight feature where I can send my Echo 1,000 feet away.
1, 2. Oh, you lose a point on that one.
1, 2, buckle my shoes.
1 point for them.
Smuggle my shoes. It's so funny that Faluril could literally take out like a decent sized medieval town by himself with just wolves.
It is true.
Because they would be immortal.
Yep. Most D&D characters could probably do that.
Yeah, but with like literally one spell.
You don't even have to show up in town.
King Melandrak likes you accomplishing anything. Good for him.
Accomplish anything.
Guys, I have some important news. I've forgotten how to jump, but I have learned how to blink.
You
Older
forget how to
Raven
breathe
God
as
also
well.
likes you guys accomplishing anything. I like these guys. Yeah, let's see. Lady Laeral Silverhand, Dagult Neverember, King Melandrak, Older Raven God, and Sir Istival are all just like, you killed him? Cool. You captured him? Cool. The Arcane Brotherhood joined the Alliance? Cool. Ortheta was killed or driven from his lair? Cool. We love it.
Yeah.
They have no negatives. Literally anything you could accomplish is just like, good work, boys.
Job's done.
What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Good.
2 points for Pan Hornblade. 3 points for Sir Istival.
They're just very agreeable.
Yeah, Pan Hornblade, Conrad, Brawn Anvil, and the Harpers are all against Varam being killed. But you had no part in that. He was dead when you got there, so no points subtracted from them.
Mm-hmm.
The Emerald Enclave wanted him dead, and then the Order of the Gauntlet. Actually, they should be at 2. No, hang on. No, 2 points minus 1. The Order of the Gauntlet. Unhappy that the Arcane Brotherhood is part of the Alliance now.
Can we collapse this building and just kill everybody here? Most of them seem to be rather unpleasant.
That's just politics.
We're trying to prevent Tiamat from being raised, but we need to play politics, guys.
Don't worry about it.
Wait, this spell lasts a minute?
What spell?
Maelstrom.
Mail.
That's a good one.
Mm.
Alright, guys. Unlearning Mass Cure wounds. Learning.
Wait, no.
Oh, wait, it's a concentration spell.
You're a druid. You get to prepare your spells. You don't have to learn them.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
It's true, I do what you mean.
I just wanted to make sure that you didn't think you had to learn your spells. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh my
Poor
god.
soul.
He's still using Goodberry and Moonbeam. What a fool.
Monk beam.
Right now, you have the most points with Lady Laurel's Silverhand and Sir Isteval.
So Istval was
Who?
the guy we met, right? From
I don't think you actually met Lady Laurel Silverhand yet because she wasn't at the first meeting, but she does get points for it. But yeah, Sir Isteval you have. Let me go pull up the council page.
The fuck? 5th level spell slot. Fireball, except it's synaptic fucking static.
Oh, Josh has done that thing again.
What's he done?
What are you talking about?
He's taken the bard thing.
No! No!
Huh? Oh,
He's
destructive wave.
Yeah. Just like 5th level mages can't not take fireball. Josh playing a bard cannot not take destructive wave.
Destructive Wave is insanely good. It's
Yeah, I
like
mean,
probably-
you're supposed to get it at like level 16 as a paladin, but you're like, hee hee.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it. I'm getting modify memory so that way I can remove his memory of getting destructive wave.
Alright, cool.
No.
My backup is Steel
The
Wind
other
Strike.
way
I'm
to
here.
I've
You
already
can
got
get
that.
Valor Bard. Valor
Baby!
Bard Archer, okay? You can get Swift Quiver at 10th level.
Yeah.
You have 4.
Me and
They
Vex.
also added that bow recently that is
Yeah,
actually
Lady
good
Laurel
for bards.
Silverhand is actually not one of the handouts. It's the only Council of Waterdeep handout you don't have.
It's fine. Everyone knows who Laurel Silverhand is.
Me and Vex walk into a room, flash, everything's dead.
Naruto.
Naruto?
Yes.
The Ukatsuki are in town.
Right.
30-foot radius, that's insane.
What?
Oh, for Maelstrom.
That is pretty powerful.
Okay. I had to double check.
The amount of team damage I would do with this, though. Fuck it, I'm taking it.
To make sure that Lord Daggett Neverember is actually still there.
Dug out!
Because, upon arriving back in Waterdeep, a second council meeting is set up for you to attend.
Second council meeting has hit the tower. The second council meeting has hit the tower.
At which you see two new faces. The seat for the Open Lord of Waterdeep has had Lord Daggett Neverember replaced with Lady Laurel Silverhand, who now sits at the head of the table, with Daggett now sitting to her right. Alongside a human female introduced as Elia.
Who?
Elia Martel.
Who asked?
Didn't ask.
It was like, who? Lady Elliot asked. Get the
I'll put
fuck
up
out
from
of our
behind and
council
stab.
chambers.
Stab
Executed.
4 times in the back.
Beheaded at
Execute
dawn.
Order 66.
Yes, my lord.
I will be done.
Giving your report on the Sea of Moving Ice. Most of the people in attendance are pleased with the Arcane Brotherhood joining the Alliance, noting they are powerful allies. With the only exception to this being the Order of the Gauntlet. Monthar presents an argument knowing that the Arcane Brotherhood does not police its members in what kinds of knowledge they pursue, and thus tolerate many evil wizards in their company.
Okay, understandable.
It
They
doesn't
can be
seem
mad
like people
about
don't
that.
really like them.
Looks at Max.
What?
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it's a classic, pursuit of knowledge regardless of the consequences.
Look, Vex, there's one of them over there. They're all swollen.
Those guys didn't even have to sell their soul.
They got it for free.
I'd like
You
to
sold your
synaptic
soul for
static the room.
Kill them.
Following that, you give your report on Varam. While some of the people present are upset that he was dead when you got there, they do not hold it against you.
Good. I'd be mad if they did.
We brought home his head if you want it.
What the fuck you want us to do?
If they were like, oh, I can't believe you guys didn't get there in time, it's like, well, why don't you get someone faster than a horse then?
Yeah, where's our motorbike?
They simply regret that they were unable to interrogate him, with the exception of Conrad Brawnanvil, who is disappointed he could not be made an example of in a court of dwarven law.
Fair enough.
Hey, give me 1,000 gold. I'll bring him back to life.
Yeah, we'll fucking do it right now. We'll
Yeah,
make sure.
we brought his head, right?
Yeah, we did.
Well, you'd have to consent to that, unfortunately.
That's true.
Reincarnate
Maybe
doesn't.
He would. He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
I'm pretty
I
sure
think it
reincarnation
does.
requires consent. Otherwise,
Stinky.
I would have abused my
Yeah,
powers.
the
to
only
do
one that doesn't
all.
require consent
He's
is
revivify.
Revivify.
Be right back.
What about
Because the soul
reincarnate?
hasn't left yet.
The
We
soul
just
did
said
take
no.
place in the line, you just polite.
What
What
about
about
good guys?
reincarnate?
What about reincarnate?
Yeah, but
Not
what about
reincarnate.
What about reincarnate?
If the target's soul isn't free or willing to do so, the spell fails.
No, remove that part.
Yeah, I didn't read that part.
The Emerald Enclave, however, are
Okay.
glad that he's dead, believing that his capture would have simply complicated matters.
Sure.
Noting that Varem has already demonstrated a willingness to corrupt the natural order, making a trial excessive, and potentially opening the door to a rescue attempt on him.
I suppose.
With that, you are with that sorted. You are given some new information that has come to light to the council. Delan Winterhound of the Emerald Enclave is involved with investigations into recent dragon attacks in the Misty Forest. King Melendrak waves away Delan's concerns, however, saying that the dragon attacks in the area have stopped since his elves increased their patrols and fortified their positions. You are also introduced to Elia. Who?
Us?
Exactly. Who has brought an invitation to another council to you. She reveals herself to be Otari Leocarnos, a silver dragon in her human guise.
Oh,
I was going to
You are
say who?
invited to a council of metallic dragons.
okay.
Kind of thing I guess you don't really turn down, do you?
Like when you said council invitation, I was like, fuck no.
I thought this person was gonna say that I'm one of the lords of Waterdeep.
Ah,
We'd like you to meet and greet some more nobles and aristocrats.
Kiss
But
some babies.
dragons?
What's the deal with the misty forest? Why are they focusing dragons there?
What's the deal?
What's the deal with airplanes?
Let me go get. First of all, I'll add this to your list of council members.
Is there a picture?
Nope.
No, most of these don't
Okay.
have pictures.
I was waiting for it too.
I will, however, give you Council of Dragons, Otari Leocarnos.
Ah, yeah. Classic dragon image. Alright. So, who is Lady Layrell Silverhand? For
The
purposes
Open Lord
me
of
writing this
Waterdeep.
in?
Yeah, she's the new Open Lord of Waterdeep.
And the
She has
chosen of
just
Mithra.
taken over Waterdeep from Lord Neverember.
Because he was, what, incompetent?
I mean, not exactly, but Neverember was like so spread thin on resources trying to rebuild Neverwinter.
Yeah, that's what you say. He was embezzling all of the
He was
funds,
embezzling all of this.
and he stole a fucking magic item that is one of the most magic powerful items in the world, which costs like 5 million gold.
But I don't think they've noticed that yet.
That's later.
Guys, I'm really busy. I'm gonna just stop being the open lord, okay?
I
And
think
who
Layrell
is
Silverhand is also one of the chosen of Mithra.
Otari Leocarnos?
Dragon.
Kylie Akanos, who presents herself as Elia in her human form, is attending the Council of Waterdeep, but she's not really one of the direct factions that you would gain support from. She is just here essentially as an envoy of the Council of Dragons to present an invitation to you. To which the other council delegates ask you to attend, because having the support of the Council of Metallic Dragons would be really good.
Yep, we will of course do that. And so Neverember
Oh.
has been picked
This is
over
great.
to Neverwinter.
Yeah, Neverember is just the Lord of Neverwinter now. He is currently resentful of Lady Layrell Silverhand for ousting him from his position as the Lord of Waterdeep. And also because losing that position also means he's no longer the leader of the Lord's Alliance either.
Oh, I thought the Lord's Alliance was based in Neverwinter.
I thought they were based.
that's fucking based.
All this deep D&D lore that I've like not the faintest idea of. It's just like I'm hearing a word salad be thrown in my face.
I'm following.
Honestly, by the way this stuff is written, with no mention ever of like Neverember's embezzling or anything, I feel like that is something that happened because of this. Like he
Hmm.
was literally actually trying to do his job, and then he was so resentful of Silverhand
Well, fuck you, I'm gonna steal money.
that he stole a bunch of shit from Waterdeep.
Probably.
Like, well, if I don't get to be Lord, fuck you. I'm taking this with me.
This shit is mine.
I am, however, amused. Very few of these characters have a noted attitude on their sheet in the GM notes,
Okay.
except for Otari Leocano's, whose attitude is listed as neutral. If the party includes one or more dwarves, Otari Leocano's is instead unfriendly.
That's
Racist.
fucking great.
Don't do it, Orin. Don't do it.
I
Summon the
hate dwarves.
Fucking stunties.
Honestly, valid opinion.
Dwarves are pretty polarized.
Oh, okay, hang on. No, I'm looking at it. All of the dragons have noted attitude.
Good.
They all hate dwarves.
No, they don't all hate dwarves. They all have
Yeah,
their own.
There's more than one
There's a-
dragon. in
Well,
the
There is a correct party composition. Do we have?
dwarves.
If we fail now then we have to play the meta party composition that all of the dragons like.
okay, one of them hates elves. Based.
Yep.
Base.
Bad.
There's always some.
Based dragon.
Seems a bit hypothetical.
Hippo.
Hypocritical.
Alright, back on. Back on target. Well, what was I looking at? Stuff
Hypocritical.
with the Misty Forest.
Yeah, what? They were just like, hey, there's a million dragons here, and then one guy was like, don't worry about it.
Why not?
No. So the envoy from the Emerald Enclave said they've been investigating dragon attacks in the Misty Forest. King Melindrak, you know, the king of the elves of the Misty Forest, said, "Don't worry about it. We increased patrols, and the dragon attacks have stopped."
Oh, sure.
But why were they there?
Mm.
Dragons don't just attack for no reason.
Don't worry about it.
Depends on the coloration of dragon. They all have different motives.
Whoa.
Really not easy.
See,
I
we
am
could,
dragon racist.
we could judge their stereotype based on coloration.
We can. As this is a fantasy setting and not some form of real life
This has
setting.
no real world implications whatsoever.
And getting upset about
I mean,
it is
you can
silly.
judge some people. Like if someone is green, they're probably sick.
They're probably Shrek.
Mm.
Trump
Or
too?
Shrek.
Vex, this book here says old drow are evil.
If someone is purple, they might not be able to breathe. So you should.
Oh my
Try
god,
and
Vex,
help
you
them
haven't been able to breathe this whole time?
You say that like I look at my character sheet, looks at alignment. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, nothing wrong here.
Man, I think Orm's the only one in this party that isn't evil.
Wait, really?
I think Krosk is probably like neutral.
Yeah?
Guys.
Why are we all so morally ambiguous?
Throwing
Guys, want to
Orm
report for that?
Like, I'm just here to kill dragons.
With that,
Yeah, no, you're definitely wrong on that front.
your It is suggested that your current course of action should be to see the Dragon Council.
Oh,
Yeah, right, where's the Dragon Council being held?
In the Dragon White House.
Wait, it shouldn't be white. It should be like
The
silver.
Dragon Council
the Platinum House.
takes place in the Nether Mountains.
In the
What the
Well
fuck?
of Dragons.
Okay.
Are you going to give us a ride there? Or are we going to spend several months on horseback?
Hang on, let me find the Sword Coast map so we can.
How
It's
bad
next
is my
to
ass going to hurt after this?
Neverwinter, right?
No, that's
It's
the one
not.
next to Neverwinter is the one that's a
The
volcano.
Nether Mountains are up here.
Oh, I see. That's quite far
Where's
from
up here?
everything.
What the fuck, bro?
There's
Bro,
not
you
like a
tell-
It
road
says
there.
900 miles on this map. The actual
already resurrected by the time
Yeah,
we're
that's
like
if it's a
quarter of the way
straight
there.
shot.
the
Jesus
actual
Christ.
module says more than 600 miles. Like, yeah, that's definitely more than
It is.
600.
Yep.
Yeah, would
I
you
mean,
like to
we'd have
take a
to
straight
go,
shot there? And...
I will say, however, one thing is,
Fuck me, man.
Otari Leocanos is willing to grant you the boon of flying directly there on her back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that would be such a
That'd be
relief.
cool to back that up.
Never gonna get another chance. Yes.
But this offer is only if you are to depart immediately.
Yes.
Oh,
Sure.
I didn't have anything else to do. Let's go.
Man, I was gonna go shopping for 1 minute.
Yeah, other
No.
follow-up question. Are you going to take us back or are you going to strand us in the mountains? Because we might need to go buy food if you're going to strand us in the mountains.
We got good berries. It's fine.
Yeah, good berries.
If the dragon lets us kill it,
What?
I can take all the XP and get transport via plants.
Oh,
What kind of question is that?
I'm pretty sure that in order to get EXP, it has to actually be fighting to kill you.
Yeah, but it'll... Okay, it'll accidentally trip from like
Fucking
700 feet in the
scary,
air,
man.
live on like 10
That's good.
health.
This isn't like the Bloodborne dungeon where like you just warp in and the late game boss dies in distance.
That one catacomb in Elden Ring where the soldiers infinitely fight each other and all die and are worth like 2,000 runes each. You can just AFK there.
I need to deface this map more.
This map is pretty defaced already.
if you really need it, she is willing to grant you a short time to grab any supplies you might need.
Guys, I found where I
Is she
really
going to answer my
wanna go.
follow-up question about are we going to be stranded in the mountains afterwards?
I don't think she's going to fly you back. I'm double checking, but I don't think you get that.
Bro.
I'm sure there will be
In a
some other thing
in
we
a
get.
sort of you won't even get a free trip there if you don't leave with her now.
There won't be a ride home, Mr. Frodo.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Sure.
We're gonna
Let's go
attend this
shopping
meeting
real
and then
quick.
we're gonna die.
We
I mean,
brought you
to
here
be
to kill
fair-
you. We're all siding with Teal.
They might just be like, hey, can you do this quest for us? Not, hey, can you go back to Waterdeep?
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Okay.
Where's the
I'm looking
Misty-
into it. She will fly you back.
Hey, okay.
Where's the Misty Mountain?
Misty Mountain.
Misty Mountain?
The Misty Woods that are under attack by dragons.
The Wet
Is
Cut
that
Woods.
on this map?
Probably this.
Northwood? No, that's way too
Oh my
short.
God.
There's a forest of worms.
Uh,
The wood of
yeah,
sharp
that's
teeth.
that's a great question when this map is.
Maybe it's too small to be marked.
I mean, yeah, they are elves, and elves are from, like, way west of here. East of
Okay.
them.
I would just like everybody to know that I can buy arrows with dried leeches on the end, which animate and bite into people when I shoot them with it.
Excuse
The
me.
actual
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
Misty
Those are
Forest.
those are new.
What?
Yeah, no, I just found them and I like them. Leech arrow, leech arrow.
So, what kind of like Hawkeye arrow with a drill tip is that?
Gemeralds.
What did you say to me?
I said Gemeralds.
Jimro?
Yes, so anyways, Dragon, I'd like to go buy a Hellfire dagger.
Hot wizards in your area. I don't want love. I just want sex. See my orb. Click here. Bibbity bobbity, bring that sweet ass over to my tower, baby.
I like the
Where
Hellfire
any of
weapons
that
are
stuff is.
uncommon. They're like the most heinous thing imaginable. It just condemns your soul to hell. You can buy them at the local department store.
Interesting.
I really think that weapon should require you to be evil, or it should like burn you when you touch it.
Okay. The Misty Forest is near September.
You remember?
Wake me up.
Do you
It's
remember?
it's literally this section of forest underneath Daggerford.
Okay.
Hang on, copy.
It doesn't have a name, so we're never gonna be there, so it's fine.
Maybe one day in the high
active
moon.
games. Yeah.
Oh, I have slightly over 1,000 gold if I count my platinum, so I could maybe get something slightly better.
Mystery investigation. Currently in Waterdeep.
Can I use my 684 gold to buy 1,000 gold?
Stocks.
Can I find a goblin that trades 1 iron for 2 iron?
No. No, if you want to go to the Council of Dragons, you gotta leave now.
We go now.
Yeah, we go
Let's
now.
go.
Perfect. You
Send us
have-
there. Well, I have to buy food because I literally have no food left, but you know, then we're good. Right, quick, 2 minute stop at the store.
Let's see.
It's fine. Good berries, dude. It's fine.
Council of Waterdeep.
You know, oh my god, that's such a hilarious idea. As Harask, whose hunger is sated by the local druid who just feeds him a good berry every day.
Funny is we talked about like that exact scenario with Nate the other day. Because a good berry can feed anything.
Druid who tries like, oh, I guess I'm not hungry anymore, just go back to sleep.
Alright. Down to here, by tradition. On your way there, you fly over many areas that seem to have been suffering under the cult's attacks. Ruins of isolated settlements and smoke hanging on the horizon. Given that you travel through the air, there will be no combat encounters. Plus, I don't need to use this sweet ruins map I have.
Hooray!
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I wish I thought of that.
Spiky motherfucking hell.
I have not heard of this town, Macus.
Makas.
You'll see it by the large M.
Oh well.
The golden arches. Couldn't miss it. It's a major illusion at all times.
There's the Misty Forest. It's that one.
Was it actually officially called Macca's?
Yes. There were massive signs that said Macca's.
I thought it was just slang that you guys liked.
You say they are removing the name, but like
Yeah, we're
most of
still
it was a
gonna cut
marketing stunt.
It worked.
It's been called Macca's my entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like how many? Do you actually have one? That
Yes.
says Macca's? Okay.
And
Because-
has my whole life
because the-
has said Macca's.
The town I grew up in changed its sign to Macca's
Yeah, but
some
you're old.
years ago. But no, they only kept it that way for like a year. But them changing it to say Macca's was like a big news thing. You like looking it up, you can find pictures of my town specific Macca's with their new Macca's sign.
Why is your one so important?
But they only kept it for like a year and then they changed it back because it was just a marketing thing.
They changed it back like a month ago in my town.
Anyway, they're changing it back because they're cowards.
Well, we're not allowed to have fun anymore.
Exactly.
I miss having consoles in the Macca's.
Feeblecast 1.
Fever blast one.
Alright. My skimming has concluded. You arrive in the Netherese Mountains. Let me pull up this.
Arrive at the Hill while Soul's in the Battle of Boner.
On the back of, I'm gonna hate having to do this in a moment as I introduce you to more dragons.
Yep, yep.
Arriving in the Dragon Wagon.
On the back of Atari Leocanos, who then summons the rest of the council.
Look at
So
all.
it's a track on.
The Dracon is there. We brought it with us.
Okay.
Yeah, this image has a Dracon as well because it'd be but it's not how they're summoning each other.
Alright.
The Dracon
Wow.
is what caused them to create their council. Because
Sure.
obviously they all felt it as well.
Welcome to the introduction of gold, silver, and platinum.
You will be, with a smaller group, you will be introduced to these dragons one at a time as each arrives. The first to arrive, as shown in the image even, is the leader of the council, a gold dragon. You can tell both from this image and from their actual size, these are all ancient dragons.
Sure.
What's... You know what? Since I'm gonna have to do this, what's everyone's races again?
Human?
Elf
Yeah.
on the shelf.
My race is S.
Yeah, I know you're a drow. Jake, what are you?
Shifter.
A shifter. Okay.
All the dragons like
Josh
us.
is a dragonborn.
Yeah, obviously.
The
No,
three of you look
I'm a
human
lizard
in
folk.
your images, so I have to double check what human appearing race you are.
My favorite kind of D&D character. Guy who looks like a human but isn't a human.
Hmm.
Human but with pointy ears. Human but short.
Human with horns.
Human but slightly pointy ears. Human but turns kind of non-human. Human but like bigger.
Yep.
Human but undead actually.
Hey, human but undead. What the fuck?
Nice.
Many kinds of human but not races in D&D. You know what? For this one, Atari Leocanos will do the introduction. Telling you, this is Protantha, the leader of our council, and a former king of justice. Anyone who wants to can give me a history check on that.
It's gotta be some sort of Bahamut thing. King of Justice.
The king of
Okay,
justice.
I think Vex got it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't know. I might have just failed. I
Just
think I need a bardic just to be able to get that one.
That's true.
Vexlock Krask.
have a bardic. It's a D10.
Vexlock and Krask all recognize this title as a royal title among the Gold Dragons.
Ah, great. Royal Golden Dragon.
Show respect, Vex.
You see he looks over your party. Nick, can you give me an insight?
Of course, sure.
This is the elf racist.
This is the elf racist.
Do I just have to
you realize that he is the elf racist. You notice a glimmer of disdain as his eyes pass over you.
I can smell your race.
I can smell you.
and see it?
You're clean.
You're cut.
The next to arrive is a brass dragon. He will land and introduce himself as Eleuthera. I'm gonna stop doing. Actually, no, I don't have to type them. I can just start giving you their sheets.
Yes, please.
Named NPCs? No. Where did that... I've lost the section I had where I was giving you stuff from before. But how? How did I lose this? It's not creatures and monsters. It's not
Is
unnamed
Atari
NPCs.
Leocanos also an ancient?
Yes.
Alright.
These are big ass dragons.
It's obviously not under magic items. How did I lose this? I'm sorry, I'm very confused right now. You guys have way less handout folders than I do.
Yeah.
Can you tell me
Chapter
what-
14.
it's under chapter... No.
That was the last handout you gave us.
No, not that one. So I've given you I've given you all the council members and one handout from the Council of Dragons.
Named
true.
NPCs, Council of Dragons.
Named NPCs. Council of Dragons.
That's where
Thank you.
Atari Leocanos is.
Protector
Okay.
is now Luthra.
God damn.
Very cool.
The smorgasbord of dragons.
I'm not even gonna need an insight check for this one. Luthra, you can tell, is quite neutral. He's willing to engage, regardless of who he's speaking to.
Well, that's nice.
Otari Leocanos, you've already met. Next is Nimur. Who seems to be the friendliest of the dragons so far.
Lovely.
Look, he even looks just like he's like a big poppy.
Oh yeah, I love the.
He looks
design
like
of
a
those,
Oh, that's really cool. I've never seen that art
friendly
before.
fella.
I love how chonky his forearms are.
I will just say, Nimur's attitude specifically notes that unless you've engaged in problematic behavior in his presence or where he would hear of it, he's friendly because he knows that you come to the council on the recommendation of people he respects and loves.
That's so fucking adorable, my god.
I like this guy.
I love this. I love this dude already.
That's just
What
fucking
an
wholesome as
honest
fuck.
and good person.
This guy's like, yeah, you were recommended. I'm cool with you guys already.
Also, I've never seen this art before, and it is very good.
The final
I'm
one
pretty
to
sure I've seen that
arrive
one before.
is a copper dragon.
Okay, what was that one then?
Kesmakella.
Cops.
Oh god.
Nimur is bronze.
Bronze, that's it.
I love his chunky ass forearms. They're so great.
You can see Taz McKellar eyes all of you cautiously and is more curt in her introduction.
Yeah, one of us could be an ancient dragon assassin.
I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, clearly. There's a red dragonborn in here. What the fuck?
You know what? Because this is the funnest way to do it. She will stop in front of Krask.
Racism.
Human.
Yuck.
Leaning down.
You stink of wild magic.
Do.
A stinky boy.
Leave me
And-
alone.
She leans down towards you. Just so the little thief has come crawling back. Hmm?
What?
I have no idea what you mean.
I don't remember this place.
No idea, you say?
Mm.
Parading around what was stolen from me.
Checks inventory.
I'll give you an easy insight check on that.
I think she's fucking with you, pal.
Surely not.
You
I'm gonna assume it's the
you
guy.
stole her heart.
Hmm.
I'm gonna use Tides
That's
of Chaos.
That's such a good pickup line.
Damn!
Good
Well
use.
worth it, man. Well worth it.
Yeah.
You pick up that her gaze has glanced over Hazaron.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
That's what I assumed.
I'll, it's like hang off my back. I'll touch the handle of it. See? This?
Maybe they didn't tell you. See, she flicks over to look at over at Locke. My sword not good enough for the little thief.
Been making good use of it, and quite diligently.
At least this one admits to their crimes.
You know each other.
Entirely Akanos will butt in and be like, Tasmakella, this is not the one. To which Tasmakella like rears up a bit and just the descendant of a thief is a thief as well. I will not trust these people.
I found Haziron on a dragon cultist in a cloud giant castle. Killed them and took it for myself.
Give
If
me a
this-
persuasion check.
If this is yours, you can have it back.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Sure.
No, I don't want it back. You stained it.
I'm gonna use my conspiration.
Oh, give it, Burdick. Oh, damn it.
It's fine. 17.
17? It's good enough. She'll like look down at you and then like raise like one of her front claws and turn it over as if expecting you to deposit the sword in it.
I will do so. I'll respectfully take it off my back. Give her the sword. I'm not gonna say no to a big fucking dragon.
While she's distracted, I'd like to sneak attack the dragon,
What?
Of course.
Good job, Rogue.
as I am a rogue.
Perhaps there's some faint glimmer of hope for you after all. She like gives you a small smile and then glares down at Locke again before moving over to stand with the other dragons.
Man.
You seem to have quite a history for our first meeting.
Perhaps may have bumped in on the road, I don't know.
With that done, Hortantha will stand over you all. Changing this music. Safe cities. Canopy? No, Candlekeep has too much background noise. Candlekeep would have been better for the other one, honestly. I'm very good at immediately losing where I keep things.
You need a reminder.
Nice.
Let's do Town of Lonely Wood. Maybe that'll have less ambient music. Sorry, ambient noises.
Ow!
Sick.
The town of Earlywood.
Protantha will stood in the center, will speak first, saying, "You have been brought before the Council of Dragons Because you, unlike the many factions throughout Faerun, are unknown to us. I would like to judge you on your own merit. Determine if you are worthy of helping.
Well, I mean, there's been plenty of chromatics that have been felled as well as cult leaders, so.
We're no stranger to trials.
Strangers to love.
You know the rules, and so do I.
I rickroll the dragons. They kill me instant.
Right, instantly smite. Smootin'.
Schmouting before the dragon comes.
Smootin' poppin'.
Smoking popping. What the fuck?
You're also aware enough to know that while you may not be the nominal leaders of any faction, your own actions have already set the course of the battle against Tiamat.
Yes, there's already. That might be dismaying to some of you, but probably a sizable army of giants that are getting ready for the fight.
The fact they are gathering is concerning. Can only hope that the battle leaves them broken and disarrayed. For our enemies to be pit against each other can also be seen as a matter of good fortune.
Precisely. Not exactly desire to wish ill upon their side, but if it also guarantees the lack of rising of her, then gives us a better chance.
Does still I am a little interested in this group of yours. To think that a party so well renowned and so pivotal in this battle so far would harbor those so capable of corruption.
What?
I mean,
We have
Please look.
no
he
idea what you
looks
mean.
down at
At Vex?
no, at Aurum.
Oh,
What the fuck?
stinky elf.
What have I done?
I mean, they would be probably on the greatest of merit amongst our group. Couldn't really picture them doing anything evil or corrupt at all.
I'm sure you can't. The short lives of many humanoids mean you may never recognize your own evil. And the crimes of your kinds are usually directed at each other. The elves, however, live long years and possess great knowledge. They used that knowledge to the detriment of our kind. It was the elves who shaped the magic of the Dracar Age mythos, Sending dragons across Faerun into an uncontrolled rage.
Sorry, which one's saying this?
This would be the gold one.
The gold dragon.
Bro's bringing up a 25,000-year beef and
Yep.
placing it on
Yeah.
Aurum.
Yep.
Aurum, a guy who can't even do any magic.
That's some
shit. The start of this section does specifically note metallic dragons are wise but have trouble recognizing individual humanoids.
Yep.
That makes
Alright.
sense.
The Draco Rage Mythal was
Which is why I started by noting how some of them are racist.
Yeah. Understandable.
Sir,
They have been slighted by members of that race in the past, and they're still pissed about it because they cannot recognize the difference.
sir, I've been a baker for most of my life. I don't even know what a Draco Rage Mythal is. But if somebody in my family hurt you, I'm very sorry. I don't approve of them doing anything untowards yourself.
Your apology is welcome, but I will need something a little more substantial.
Do you want me to bake you a cake?
While that sounds delightful, I would prefer an apology from one who can speak for elven kind.
Oh. Well, I probably can't do that.
Well, perhaps no, you probably can't. You have personally met the King of the Elves.
The misty lord.
Yeah, but I don't speak for him.
King Melendrak.
King Melatonin.
You
Bro.
don't speak for him. But...
Bro really said, you guys killed us when we were at war. Fuck you. 25,000 years ago.
You, elf baker, you're responsible for it.
This is like me paying reparations for owning slaves, which definitely happened in my lifetime.
Yeah, my family were like European serfs.
Yeah.
We didn't have any slaves. We lived in like Germany for. I don't think we even were part of the founding part of America. We came over during the Industrial Revolution. We didn't participate in slavery.
Is that the trial then? Go get the Elven King?
That is simply something I would like.
Ah.
Well, if I talk to him again, I'll let him know you're interested in speaking with him.
If our party is so renowned as you say, maybe that isn't too far-fetched.
I would not go as far as to say speaking with him. Formal apology would be enough. An acceptance of his kind's wrongdoings against our own.
Why don't I know Craft's full name? I love the idea that like wanted posters like bulletin boards like talking about like, you know, a hero's renown, they just magically get your full name. How do they know my middle name? I never said that out loud.
I don't even know my middle name.
And my parents are dead, buried in an unmarked grave. Well, that's easy. We dug them up and cast Speak with Dead on them to get your middle name. Well, I will ask him about it if we see him again.
I appreciate that. Taking this chance, Elithra will speak up. We have heard that the cult of the dragon is in possession of the chromatic masks of dragonkind. We believe these items are too dangerous to remain in the world if the humanoid races are aware of where they are.
Our last job was to track down a dwarf that was hunting one of the masks.
Is that like an opposite? Is it like a metallic dragon set of masks?
That would be pretty fancy.
Didn't oh, what was her name? Didn't
Remorse.
Resmere have a dragon mask that like broke when she died?
I went to pick it
like-
up and it disintegrated in my hand.
Oh,
The same one that had your sword.
I believe we've encountered one of the masks, but it sort of disappeared.
Likely a form of magic to ensure it did not fall into the wrong hands.
So that would be what we're looking for then. At least one of them that we've seen definitively. Black Dragon Mask.
We would like it if, upon the retrieval of these masks, they were returned to us for safekeeping.
I could agree with that. Full
That sounds
stop.
reasonable.
I don't particularly want them, so I don't have a problem with that.
Far too dangerous to leave out in the world. Especially if they're being collected so easily.
Best they're kept with someone powerful as yourselves.
They seem to have a lot of measures in place. I guess we'd be more or less trying to maybe knock them out and then steal the mask before they die. So if it is a safety measure, it doesn't just fall apart again.
It might not even been a real mask. I don't know. Most things don't disintegrate when you die, right?
True. But the Dragonborn did as well.
I'm just assuming maybe it was like something they were doing for the sake of leadership or something, if the mask is so important. Might have been symbolic rather than actually being, the thing.
Italia Kanos will speak up now, saying, for me, my own desire is similar to Protantha's, though my destiny does not lie with the elves. The skin of my slain kin was used to make armor for a dwarven lord who slew them. I simply request that you get Ambassador Braunanful to make an apology on behalf of the dwarves and return what is now the armor.
I suppose we can do that, but Can I ask a frank question? Are you all just going to ask us to get an apology from different leaders of our alliance?
I feel like they would.
You see Namur, who's still got like a little bit of a smile on his face. Just no, I don't need any apologies. I'm pretty
He's
good
the best.
actually.
Mama.
Tazmikala, who is still like holding Hazaron, is just. I already got my apology.
Glad I could have returned it to you.
So we do all this stuff for you, but what are you doing to help us?
Yes, obviously, once we are able to resolve this, and well, especially with this matter pertaining to not just us, the short-lived mortals, but to the rest of you all, gracious kind.
What you will have is the assistance of the metallic dragons.
See, I like the sounds of that a lot.
The wars of mortals mean little to us. But the potential for Tiamat to return does raise concerns among our kind.
Obviously. Such a power free in the lands would be tyranny to anyone. Of course, with your strength alone, obviously that is a large turn of the tide. If there are other relics that rest that might be of use, obviously not from your collections, but things that we might be able to retrieve that could help us turn the tide.
You have a couple flails of Tiamat in the bag.
Yeah, totally.
Perhaps
Like
we
a-
should knock her up too, just for good measure.
Yeah.
No.
It's
Not the
Sure,
flails.
it's
well,
gotta be
like
short.
Tiamat, but
No. They're metallic
The
dragons.
metallic
The
guys.
the club of Bahamut.
The club of Maglobian.
Because it's the same sort of thing, but it's only got the one head, so they didn't put a chain on it.
Yeah, it's the platinum.
No, it's the Mall of Bahamut, because it's just solid platinum.
No, it's way funnier if it's just a club.
Oh,
Stick.
great club.
The stick.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
the
I'll
fucking
give you
dragon
that.
hammer nail, or whatever the Havel's always using.
Yeah.
The funniest item. He took a dragon tooth instead of making it into a sword or something. It's like, no, it's a hammer.
Just use the whole tooth. I paid for the whole tooth.
Fit about a bonk a motherfucker.
Havel, you're supposed to refine it into like a fine blade. No.
No. Witness power.
Like he could cut it in a cross section, sharpen the edges to make a blade. He's like, no, hammer.
That's what they told him about his armor too. He's like, no, I'll just wear the ore.
Rock.
Rock.
Rocket so rough.
It's like the greatest
Fucking
armor in the
dope.
fucking game.
Yep.
You can even cartwheel in it.
Alright, so back to Josh begging for items.
That's right. Listen, it's not just me. We just lost Hazaron. I'm trying to reach an even ground.
yeah, you got a
That's all
Mazaron
right.
in your
No,
horde?
no. Can we borrow Hazaron again?
Now I can use
Hey,
the
can we
simple
borrow
axe
Mazaron?
really designed for me.
Well, that being said,
I want to retool, they have knowledge of relics that they don't care about.
With past slights and concessions out of the way, we can move on to the desires of all those in attendance. First, we would hear what you would expect of us.
Well,
Considering that we just learned of this entire council's existence a couple of days ago, maybe some help fighting Tiamat?
that's a given, obviously.
At some point, we're gonna have to visit the Well of Dragons, and I assume there's probably a lot of dragons there.
There's plenty of opposition. I'm sure many of you would be more than happy to try and get rid of. Obviously, with still reasonable amounts.
It might be best for us to discuss what use you could be to us with the Council of Waterdeep. We're not exactly strategists.
Use to you. You see Bertantha thinks for a moment. I believe that it would be better for us to rally our forces and simply strike at the cultists. What happens to the humanoid races is not our concern. To which Namor interrupts. It would be better if we can get the help of the humanoids. Their factions would, or could at least reduce the potential for our own losses in an outright battle.
It is true, there's many greatly skilled with healing magic, and I'm sure that there are plenty others of the mortal races that would be thrilled and even bolstered more easily, especially knowing that the metallic dragons would be there.
No matter how you spin it, we'd be better off working together.
Even if we know little about this new group, we have long been following the many factions of the Sword Coast. You know as well as I, the Harpers in the Order are epitomizing some of the best traits of humanoid aspiration. Atari Leocanos will add on. I'm with Namur on this. Working with the humanoids is our best chance to even win. We may not succeed alone.
As a human that grew up doing human things, I can speak for all of my people that we don't want to see Tiamat on our plane.
Speak for all of your people all you want. There are many of your kind among those that would see her return.
Yes, a disappointing group of traitors.
We've dealt with quite a few of them already and disrupted many of their plans. Even slaying one of their figureheads quite high up.
As Michaela also chimes in, as Atari Leocanos said, there is no guarantee we would win without. It is better for us to work together. Especially if their ambassadors are as willing to make concessions as they have shown so far.
Yes.
Deleted my son's life.
Deleted my son's Minecraft. I turned.
Yeah,
I
I did.
opened up my phone for 1 second, and that popped up. I'm like, no.
Deleted my son.
I love apps that unmute themselves. It's
Yeah.
great.
I fucking hate it.
You deleted my son's
Pretend to
Minecraft.
lets out
Now
like
you're
a
gonna die.
deep sigh.
At deleting their son's Minecraft account.
Yeah, he deleted his son's Minecraft account.
Nah.
The king of the dwarfs must delete his Minecraft world. I know he's been playing it for 600 years.
What the
Ah!
fuck?
He
That
killed
is
the Ender
only
Dragon.
apology I will accept.
You must
Killed.
apologize for killing the Ender Dragon.
No,
He
that
banned
is
me
going.
from his Minecraft server.
I'm
I
no
need him
longer
to
whitelisted.
unban me.
I need you to give me
Pulling out the
admin
book of
privileges
grudges
while you're
from the
at.
dragon.
You go talk to the dwarf. The dwarf's like, they set my castle on fire. I don't know how they managed it. It
It's
was
all
made of
made
stone.
stone."
That's not a flammable material. I think they were hacking.
Hey, dragons, were you hacking? Yeah.
We might.
But
Side
do not
point.
tell the dwarves.
We
I
were
know.
not hacking. We simply have been around long enough to know the ancient exploits.
I know the
Of rapidly
JavaScript
using
code.
the flints. Of rapidly clicking the flint and steel on the one spot.
Fucking pretend to be like, some of the humans are helping the cult. Guess what? Some of the dragons are helping the cult. Fuck you.
Yeah, you don't want
Yeah, the
to say that.
chromatic dragons.
Same shit. You're both dragons.
Don't tell them that.
God.
I think you'll die.
Get squashed immediately.
Hey man, if I go out fighting a fucking ancient dragon, that's fine by me. That goes pretty well with my religion.
We're not so different, you and
The
I.
cycle of failed human civilizations is a sign of a quintessential flaw in their nature.
I don't see a dragon civilization.
We have no need of them.
Just looks at you, Dragonborn.
We are above such things. Even more such, humans make up the majority of the evil archmages and liches, including Samaster, who founded the Cult of the Dragon, and all of Saztam's Red Wizards.
I cannot speak for the Thayans, but there is much of the world of humans that have distaste for the Red Wizards.
Distaste is not enough. Cult of the the current leader of the cult, and a majority of its members are human too. My kind is one I cannot trust.
You know who the current leader is?
It is a man named Severin.
I guess we'll try to keep a lookout.
One that is currently beyond our reach.
But possibly not beyond ours.
Like us or not, the cult have chromatic dragons to fight your metallic dragons. You need some expendable humanoids to fight their rabble as well. We'd be happy.
In your group, I can accept. Your people, your leaders, and your armies is another matter.
That's fair. Certainly can't speak for them entirely.
You may have our full support once you have acquired that which I have asked for. Which we have asked for, as he nods towards Atari Liacanos as well.
Yeah.
If your leaders can concede previous wrongdoings, offer their concessions and their apologies, then I believe we can work together.
Now, just to be clear, did you want an apology just for the Drax Theorem or for all other previous misdoings?
I want an apology from one who can speak for all elvenkind for the abomination that was the Draco Age Mythil. Tyranny Akanos. It's an apology in the return of her slain kin. That was from the dwarves.
Yes, a written apology and the armor itself returned.
Yes. Reasonably.
She gives a small nod. That will be acceptable.
That sounds doable.
Well, hopefully it's doable.
I'm sure they would, for an alliance with dragons.
I'm sure we can endeavor to convince them properly. Not be outlandish.
Then we have come to an agreement, and our meeting is adjourned. You may spend the night here. Dr. Leocanos will see you off in the morning.
Just throws us off the mountain.
Yeah, look around. Are we just on top of a mountain with nothing else?
Pretty much. It's a great view, though.
Krask rubs his hands together. Alright, what do you do for fun around here?
I thank you for your gracious audience and welcoming us into this council.
It's been interesting getting to know those who have such influence in the world as it is. That Protantha will take off. And leave. Once he's gone, Luther will look over the group. Our leader has his quirks, but I think you're doing good.
Yeah.
Personally, I believe you may be our best chance in this war.
No, they are not without reason. History is an issue of repeating itself without improper record.
We may not have the fighting strength of an army, but I'm sure we couldn't be pivotal in some important aspect.
I'm sure you can continue to be. From what I hear, you already have been.
Huh?
If we are to succeed, I believe much of the credit will go to what you have done and what you may yet do. We'll give a nod that's sort of like a short bow, and then you two will leave. Next will be Hazmakella. Looking over your group, well, that is not the result I expected. But given what you said and the results we are still to see, he looks down at Hazaron, holds it back out towards you, Krask. You can have this back if you prefer.
I'll consider it for a moment and then say, what did you expect to come from this, Esmikella?
Protanther is distrusting of most humanoids. That he is even willing to wait and see if you are capable of fulfilling your promises, rather than assuming you will simply break them, is a sign of good faith in you. I do believe he expects you to succeed and simply is not willing to show his support without first receiving what you have promised.
Understandable. With your blessing, then, we'll take this sword back. I'll use it to fight the cult.
So long as it does you good.
Respectfully take the sword back and give them a bow.
And she'll head back to you, and she too will leave, leaving you with Atari Liacanos and Numur.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I didn't really expect dragon politics to be just like, people politics.
Why would they be any different?
I don't know, just figured they were mostly about avarice.
Have their
With the
life to live.
council disbanded and 3 of them gone, Atari Liacanos will retake the form of Elia, and Numur will also change form down into a humanoid man, somewhat chubby human male with like this.
A happy chappy sort of fella.
Yeah, a happy chappy sort of fella.
That's so fucking
I
good.
can see it.
Average British male.
It's like, well, that went quite well, I think.
Definitely, indeed.
As Tasmakala said, it is unlike Protanther to put such faith in a group of humanoids such as yourself. Maybe unwilling to say it, but definitely believes you're going to succeed.
I have good faith in our endeavors. Have gained much merit with the councils. Do have some curiosity if there's any pastimes or music that people would prefer, since we'll be able to collect ourselves for the time before traveling again.
Well, do you happen to have anything that's a little more exotic, Yeah, I've heard a lot of songs from around the Sword Coast.
He's heard everything.
Fair.
This is overplayed.
Probably going to the most exotic one that Lochnagar knows is the Song of Creation. As sung back in the old lore of Bahamut and Tiamat. Back world was created.
Thematic.
See, that's rare for us, but he's been hearing that since he was like 1 day old.
Possibly. If it's been shared.
I mean, he will definitely enjoy it. I'll say he will note that it's not something he's heard in a long time, especially not from a humanoid. But you know what? Give me a performance check.
Hell yeah. Should I inspire myself? I wish I could. That'd be so fucking
If only.
Have to be a specific subclass for that, I think.
Yeah, you do. Oh,
Damn. 5.
always the
I mean,
worst.
even for a low roll, that's pretty good. That's
Could have
pretty
been better,
solid.
though.
Yeah.
Really could have.
I mean, he will compliment you on your rendition.
I try to keep in practice.
It is not often your kind can truly do justice to the song. Say in that regard, you are better than most.
Thank you. Taught me a lot of my magic. Obviously seem quite happy with the mortal races. Pleasing to see that.
Protantha sees all of the evil that you commit and is blinded by it to the good.
No. It is
See those
understandable.
among you who do your best to ward off that evil. Fight against it and do your best to bring the light.
Always guided upon wings of platinum. I do pray that we'll be able to mend all these rifts fully in time.
I do also see something I do believe he didn't. Blinded by his preconceptions as he is. Though, dare not voice it, lest it be something that you yourself have yet to share openly. If you'd like, we could step aside for a moment.
Of course.
And he'll lead you a short distance away until he feels the others are out of earshot. Specifically, try to a distance that he would assume that a hushed conversation wouldn't be overheard by. God, I always forget their name the moment I stop looking
That
at it.
other dragon.
That other dragon,
Oh,
Atari Leocanos.
Following with great curiosity at this point.
You carry yourself with such confidence, and with your profession, I cannot tell if it is all an act. Tell me, honestly, what are you?
Deep down inside, it's a corny answer. Many would probably laugh at hearing it, but a father taking the opportunity to mend the world to better his children. I've had 3 wives trying to make stronger within my clan. 8 magnificent children. I would not see that they would look upon what I've left them and leave them in dismay. I would truly wish to at least leave them something they could be proud of or build upon better themselves.
See, like when you first started saying it, it felt like he did want to laugh, but the more you spoke, his look turns instead to one of concern and pity. I'm afraid someone has fed you a lie. Or a beautiful dream.
What?
Well, as much as I appreciate your answer, I did not mean what you are as a person. I mean what you are. You carry the look and air of a dragonborn, but you are not. I see it shimmering under your scales. One who cannot have children. Half-kin. You are almost one of us.
Just one hand slowly to my chest, looking down, so beyond confused at this statement.
I lean in a little. He leans in a little further to you. My friend, I'm sorry that you must find out this way. But you are a half-dragon.
What the?
What?
You feel
What the fuck was that?
a rending around you. A sudden shift. Namor is gone.
You killed him.
You are now alone by yourself out here. The knowledge he's imparted to you still in your mind, but the idea of you walked out here to speak with Namor has been erased from your memory.
Huh?
You just Jedi mind tricked all the memory out of you. Just
I'm just looking around so confused at this point.
Holy shit, did he just modify memory?
Is the group still within vision?
Yeah, they're still like a short distance away. You've gone like around some rocks to, get out of earshot. And his voice and his words still linger in your mind, but you don't remember why you came over here.
did we see the dragon walk away?
For everyone else, as far as you're aware, Nimur said goodbye and left with the other dragons.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He didn't
Checks
stick
out.
around.
And Locke just went around some rocks.
Yeah. Locke just wandered off. I mean, look, you're camping out on top of a mountain. He could have just gone to take a piss.
I'm not saying like I had followed him or anything. I'm just saying he just wandered off
Yeah,
by
he's just-
himself.
Wandered off by himself behind some rocks. Presumably for a moment of privacy.
So, oh, where are you going? You pissing? I need to see this.
Fried
I
chicken
need a
over there?
piss too. I'm coming with you.
Group piss.
There's definitely a long moment of trying to sort my own head out of what's kind of reverberating there and why my heart suddenly feels like it was murmuring like way too fucking hard.
The witch dragon is still here?
God
Our
damn it.
ride.
Atari Leocanos,
Yes.
the silver dragon, who, yes, is your ride home.
Aruber.
I love how she has the most annoying name out of all of them.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone else has nice names. Luthra, Protantha, Tasmakella,
Her name is
Nava,
almost as
Atari
annoying.
Leocanos.
Almost as annoying as Clogily Amatar.
Yep.
Yeah, when I went to get these dragon names, I expected them to all be as bad as hers, and then they weren't, and I was like, oh, thank God.
One, just to fuck with you.
Just the main one.
I am Tasmicala, Blade of Tasmania.
I would.
I'm my blade of Mikala.
Yes, rejoin the party after I've calmed myself down for a while.
Yeah, I
Oh, hey, buddy.
imagine,
How you doing?
this is a wild revelation to you.
Definitely a deep look of confusion and shock is probably still plastered on my face as I'm still trying to sort this out. So,
It was not the King Crimson noise.
no.
No, actually, more specifically, I will tell you, it is glitchbuildup.wav. It is from the glitching. It's from one of the glitch effects in Inscription.
Hell yeah.
Inscription.
I knew I'd recognize someone.
I knew you would.
Oh.
You know what? Locke, as you're like collecting yourself and all of this is running through your mind, give me an intelligence save.
Yeah, it's just like the sheer shock of all of this just washing over me.
Just to comprehend
It's
the
about to be
horrors.
bad. Oh.
Damn. That was actually pretty good. Alright, with that, I will say, while your memories tell you you just walked off by yourself, you recognize that that these memories give you no reason for why you've done so. And that it definitely feels like there should have been someone else here.
Yeah, especially with the weight of realizing that. It's just like, what is that?
It's a similar, but not altogether the same feeling that you had on your way up to Waterdeep originally, when you tried to see your family and they weren't there.
Click here.
God, that is.
Sweet ass over to my tower, baby.
Oh yeah,
That
Gosh,
is,
you don't have a family.
never did.
that is a point where Locke is like starting to feel like. It's hard to tell for a Dragonborn, but it's like it looks like he's about to be ill for a moment.
You feeling alright?
I don't know. Something has come to my mind that doesn't make sense, and it's a lot. It doesn't make sense though.
Well, do you want to share with the party?
I'm half dragon.
Yeah, we know.
No,
Yeah, I just assumed that's what a Dragonborn was.
there's a difference, a very heavy difference.
On that, anyone who wants to can give me
It wasn't.
history or nature.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
blue guy a half dragon?
Yeah,
The one with the really annoying name?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, both Resmir and fuck, God, I don't even remember his name.
Langdagrosa.
Yeah,
Langdra
Langdrosa.
Ghost.
Both of those were half dragons. Alright, Vex succeeds.
Wait a minute. As a sorcerer, don't I have fucking reroll
You
ability?
did. You should.
Yeah, you have one
Magical
sorcery point
secrets.
for a reroll.
Sulk points.
You have to take the reroll, but that's the only real downside.
Yeah. I mean, the 4, it's still hard to go low.
Yeah, but it's like it's not a true advantage. It
Yeah,
can get worse.
Gamba.
I don't think I turned on optional class features for sorcerer. Or did it? Ah.
I do believe at the very start of this game, Josh should still have it, that I told Josh to
Specialized.
have immunity to his element instead of resistance,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
as well
Oh,
as
Interesting.
transmission. I gave him half dragon traits at the start of the game.
Interesting.
I just did not tell him why.
Wait, so you're saying when Josh got hit by that fireball and I made him take half damage, it didn't mean anything?
Yeah,
Correct.
kill him.
What?
Kill him now.
His blood's worth a lot of money.
No,
But
I'll go back. I gotta feed that.
okay. Then, since he's now in my control, Vex will
Go back,
voice
what?
out loud
Hmm.
some of the differences, such as Dragonborns being their own society, half dragons literally being just someone born from a dragon parent and a non-dragon parent. The fact that half dragons are longer lived and more in tune with their draconic nature than dragonborn are.
How much longer lived?
And also that due to the nature of the nature of their creation, they're kind of like hang on. They're kind of like mules. Dragonborn can't have half dragons cannot have children.
I see.
That's what you mean by that.
Which is the fucking
anyways.
question of why the fuck do I believe I had a family?
Yes, and now
Somebody
you also know
wants
why
you to
Namur
believe
looked
that you're not a half
looked so pityingly at you.
And that would explain why I couldn't find them when I visited the towns.
The mole man
No,
Oh,
no
knows
mole
too
man.
much.
The
The
moment.
mole man explained why he couldn't find them. Fighter of the mole
Alright.
man.
Now have magical guidance.
Unironically, Faluro practices waterbending by casting Maelstrom and fucking Ice Blast. Because we're in like a place of elemental power. This is where dragons meet up.
No, okay.
Jesus Christ. Is Nick also dying?
He went full robot there.
No, I think
Josh,
that's
stop.
still just Josh.
Don't
Oh? Oh dear. Discordia. There we go.
Anything that I'm capable of helping with?
It's a long shot, but my stake in all of this is one of vengeance. Town I grew up in, I don't think it had a. It was near Greenest. As a child, dragon destroyed. I survived, and been seeking that dragon ever since. I suppose you know what dragons operated in that area, say, 20 years ago?
I'm afraid I don't. Sorry.
That's alright. Do you know anyone who would?
He like stops to think for a moment.
Council of Dragons has been monitoring chromatic dragons in the cult for a while now, right?
We have, but the movements of every individual dragon is not something we have the resources to track. I do not think we would be able to help you with your quest. I do hope you can find the one that wronged you.
So I'll just have to ask every chromatic dragon before I kill it.
If you do that, you might find it eventually.
In this line of work, it's definitely possible.
Once we return to Waterdeep, I can also ask around, see if any of your allies are capable of digging up old records of dragon attacks. Perhaps they could give you some leads.
Appreciate that. Even a color would help immensely. I didn't see it myself.
If there's nothing else.
This is Locke going outside to have a panic attack.
Yeah.
Good buddy.
Someone wants to check on him.
I mean, just
Yeah, I'd better. Sneak up behind Locke and I shove him up.
Take him off the cliff. He does the Kratos fall. Dreamer!
But anyways, how do you even know you're half drunk?
I don't know. I was standing there.
Well, maybe being in the presence of dragons, did you realize something?
That means my whole family is fake. All my wives. Everything.
Hmm.
You know, it's strange. My friend's entire family that I was looking to get money for this entire time, I couldn't find them either. They didn't exist, apparently.
I'm horrified that is the very marring statement. That is very heavily lingering in front of my face that I don't even want to begin to fathom. Oh, my parents. And that means I am...
Think about your parents, your family, the things that don't make sense. Grass is going to cast Detect Thoughts with the sword.
I would imagine just picturing, like, a normal Dragonborn life, but it's just... Now I was so very fucking confused, because that doesn't make sense. One would have to be... Red Dragon.
Just want to see what he thinks his family looks like.
They're all cardboard cutouts.
I mean...
Cardboard cutouts.
One of them is one of them's a dragon, while the other one's a big red dragon, but they're wearing like people clothes, like Octopus Dad.
Yeah, good old Octodad.
Yeah.
I mean...
He says, "Oh yes, a son, my little boy."
People close a little fake mustache.
Yeah.
Just literally... pair of red dragon moments there. Living in the far city that is in the midst of Faerun. Many of the other Dragonborn live. Probably extremely strange architecture and brief, vivid memory.
Yeah, I'm gonna push deeper into your mind, I guess. You allow that?
Yeah.
Alright. Does his memories and his mind, do they look like real memories?
They seem to be.
Okay, so he believes it. This is some strange, conflicting information. Are you sure you're a half-dragon?
I was told. Oh,
Surely you are mistaken.
it's echoing in my head and I can't. Everything seems to be falling apart. It doesn't fit right anymore.
Krask,
Yes.
can you give me an int save?
Insane.
Just seeing the clash of memories trying to fold.
Nah.
Oh god.
Do not comprehend.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. As a dragon scholar, is there any way I would know how to test if someone is a half-dragon?
Well, they should be immune to fire, so pull out your lighter.
Is that something we'd know? Did Vex tell us that?
Yes,
Okay.
because Jesse wasn't here, so I
Right.
got to make Vex
Useful.
share the traits of a half dragon.
Hey, Luck Buddy, you wanna help me test out my new spell?
I don't know how that is going to be relevant, but I guess.
Cool. Stand away from everyone else, and put down everything that is flammable.
Put your hands on your head.
Put your hands on your. Sure. He will put down his instruments and other things. Take a
Face
step
the
back.
wall. Put your hands on your head.
Ah! Don't shoot!
Make a deck save. Or don't. Up to you. Hey, nice. Does Locke look any worse for wear after that?
He's untouched.
Hmm. True Dragonborn still are hurt by the elements they resist, but you did not. You might be right.
It didn't even hurt.
So you're definitely a half-dragon then.
Or he's really fire resistant.
Surely one of these things has to be true.
I don't even know what. I just. I mean, I've always been able to sense when some things are there, but I don't know. Just assume my eyesight was better on some things. It doesn't make sense, any of that.
If you... Your children? You had children, right?
I thought I did.
Yes, you thought you did. But why? Why did you think that?
How to eat. will get at the fact of not knowing what's been happening if that is the case.
So, either you're crazy, or someone is doing this to you.
So doing it to hide. Or it could be related to.
You have no proof that your family was ever real, do you?
Thinking so insanely heavy on it. And just... I knew the locations, but I didn't see them for so long.
Oh, hang on. Ah, fuck.
What have you done?
Well, I cast a spell without Tides of Chaos.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we did forget about that. Alright, what else happened?
That's bad.
That's real bad.
I've not rolled
Ooh,
an extreme yet.
That's low and high.
What does that do?
Gain the antipathy effects of antipathy sympathy for 3d6 days.
Days?
So you're just you don't care
What is
anymore.
that spell?
You don't care about this conversation anymore.
I guess I don't.
He
Alright.
goes catatonic.
Wait.
He remembers, like, wait, I should be catatonic right now.
The enchantment causes creatures of the kind you designated to feel an intense urge to leave the area and avoid the target.
That's fucking hilarious.
So do I want to avoid Lock now?
Creatures of the type. What type does it pick?
Ooh, half dragon. Wait,
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Quick, get a dragonborn, put him next to him, and we can tell. You know.
yeah. Is it you're affected or does it apply to the target?
I gain the effects of
You gain the
antipathy.
effect. Okay.
That's fucking hilarious.
Well, I would say, given that you had a target for the initial spell that triggered
Yep.
this, it would be against law.
Alright, cool. All of that conversation didn't happen. I'm avoiding you. Goodbye.
Yep.
Get
Set him on fire and then left. When such a creature can see the target or comes within 60 feet of it, the creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become frightened.
Oh my
Bro.
fucking god!
You're
This
gonna
is-
be.
Oh no!
This is gonna be the worst ride back.
Yeah, you got 5 days of being on the back of a dragon with this guy.
I know.
Can anyone cast a spell magic?
Oh,
Please.
Yeah, I can.
No,
What sort of nerd do you think I am?
I ain't that kind of nerd.
No,
I
fuck.
mean,
you.
that
Anyway.
kind of wizard.
Can I still talk to Locke, or does everybody hate him?
No, it's just me.
This is just Krask.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That's fucking hilarious, my
I
god.
guess I'd spin this as Locke is some kind of freak of nature. Get him away from me.
Abomination.
Yeah. He's with the cult. He's a dragon.
You're a dragon? I hate dragons.
I really
It
have
would-
been him the whole time.
Cast
destroyed
fireball at
Krubus.
Locke, and then it's just like, I hate this guy. I can't be around him.
You've lied to us this whole time. You're not a dragonborn.
Really just destroying Locke's self-esteem
Yeah,
after he's
I know.
going through this. He's going through this
I'm sorry.
horrible thing.
What a disgusting.
His
piece
whole
of
life
shit.
crumbles around him, and one of his best friends is just like, I can't stand to be around you.
You make me sick.
The fuck?
Okay. For a number of days.
5 days.
For 5 days, which
Fuck
is
me.
wild. Because antipathy also ends on a saving throw.
Oh, what?
It's a antipathy / sympathy And if an affected creature ends its turn while not within 60 feet of the target or able to see it, the creature makes a wisdom saving throw. On a successful save, the creature is no longer affected by the target and recognizes the feeling of repugnance or attraction as magical. In addition, a creature affected by the spell is allowed another wisdom saving
Oh,
throw
okay.
every 24 hours while the spell persists.
Oh, if I save against the effect, I'm immune to it for a minute. And then I have to do it again.
That's fucking hilarious.
Go on, save. Let's see it.
Well, from my understanding of that, it means if you know, that would actually be like a someone who succeeds can't be affected by the spell for another minute, and then you have to cast the spell on them again.
A weird spell. I've literally never seen anybody use it.
You can see why.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. It's an 8th level spell.
That's not. That it also just not just.
Yeah, I think it is just muted for a minute, and then I'm repugnant again. But every 24 hours, I can make a wisdom save to end it completely? Hmm.
I don't know. It's another case of the wording being weird. The way it's line breaks from everything else makes me feel like that part is literally just if you save against the spell.
Yeah, it is also supposed to be a... Hmm. It's weird.
Because, you know, it's a spell that's cast on you, and that's just if you save against it, you're immune to the spell for the next minute. Which is a terrible amount of time to be immune to a spell that takes 1 hour to cast.
Yeah.
That was weird.
But if you... I don't know. Due to your wild search thing being unofficial, it's difficult to determine whether or
Yeah.
not it's meant to follow the ending effect of the spell as well.
I blame Hisoka. He found this.
What's the question?
It's the wording. I'm affected by the spell for 5 days.
Is your question that if you succeed it, does it go away?
Yeah.
I would like to step out of the shadows, just say I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to be affecting him with antipathy, as in every other creature is supposed to feel disgusted by him.
You think so?
I would assume that that's what it's supposed to be, is that you are the island that everybody hates. Resilience detect thoughts is a buff you put on yourself, then you can read other creatures' minds.
I gain the antipathy effects of antipathy sympathy.
Yeah, that sounds like it's affecting you, not everybody
Yeah,
else.
and the
Everybody
antipathy effect
hates
is
you.
the enchantment causes creatures of the kind you designated to feel an intense urge to leave the area and avoid the target.
Yeah, you are the
Is
target.
he the creature designated, or is he the target?
I would assume that it's supposed to mean that he's the target. Like that's the clear interpretation of it, because otherwise it would be you just throwing antipathy.
Because the target isn't subjected to the effects of antipathy.
I mean, you're the DM. You can decide whatever the hell you want. I would just say that it sounds
This
like to
is
me that it's trying to say that
reading
it's
it,
putting the antipathy
reading it more and
effect
more.
on.
This is just a terrible spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be a
Sucks.
spell designed for for like the evil character a DM is using to like ruin a town or something to use from the shadows.
Can we just say I'm disgusted by Locke for a day and then I come to some of my senses in the morning?
Sure. Looking at see. You target something within range, either a huge or smaller object or creature, or an area that is no larger than a 200-foot cube. Then specify a kind of intelligent creature, such as red dragons, goblins, or vampires. You invest the target with an aura that either attracts or repels the specified creatures for the duration. Which would make Nick's reading correct.
Okay.
So it scares them away?
Is Locke scared of me?
Yeah, you because
Oh.
you're because it's affecting you. You are the huge or smaller object, creature, or area that is
Yeah, okay, I think I
imbued with
understand.
an aura that either attracts or repels specified creatures.
I book
Okay,
it.
that's not super
I mean,
horrible
I did just
anymore.
fireball him. Makes sense.
Everybody's just disgusted by you. We're like, ew.
Fucking, oh, what the fuck?
And I guess since you're the target, the specified creatures would be whatever the target of the initial spell that triggered this surge was.
Yeah, this
Half
is a
dragons.
terrible spell to use for this.
Yeah, it's the fact that it requires two different targets makes it kind
Yeah.
of hard to work with for this, because like
Especially
it
since it
still
doesn't
could be
specify,
interpreted
like-
the other way.
Like, effect target is yourself, whatever you are.
So I repel half dragons.
I would like to cast Blight on Josh.
Cool.
Jesus
What
Christ.
the fuck,
Oh,
man?
shit.
Kill
Stop
this
Why?
Cutting your fucking nails on Mike.
That's fair.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, you know what? While you do that, I'm gonna synaptic static him.
And he's
Doesn't
dead.
do much, but holy shit! Look at those twos.
DC
those ones.
13 doesn't sound right.
No,
Sure
that
about
really
that?
does.
No, that sounds right. Vexes go really bad in.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, so
Spell
let me
attack.
throw an
Yeah, 'cause
echo
he's a
triple
rogue.
advantage.
Alright,
Yeah.
Stop beating up Josh.
He does deserve it, though. He's disgusting.
True.
No.
Anyways, I'm not disgusted by Josh. I can still talk to him.
It's not
Yes.
disgusting, it's just loud.
Anyway.
As I was saying. So you have no proof your family's alive?
Not a fucking scrap of it.
Maybe we were both taken from the same place, wherever it is. Because nobody seems to know me either. Everybody that did know me is gone.
It would make sense, because I came from was supposed to be far away, farther east.
I came far away too, but I lived in Waterdeep for 50 years and I couldn't find any trace of anybody.
I get so sick to my stomach right now from this.
Yeah. It's gotta be strange learning something like that about yourself.
Why did I believe that I have so many families? Why? It terrifies me to know that if that's true, then my name might not even be correct either.
Well, your name is what you call yourself. It can't be wrong.
I hope that's true. I'll just have to figure this out. There has to be somebody who's met me before along the way.
Man. For your own sake, I hope there is.
Alright. First things first. You at least have to convince the council what's going on. And get an appropriate apology. I can probably figure my issues out after.
Yes, you should probably also make an effort to write down what you can remember still. So you might forget some of it's further down the road.
I think that's a good idea. I'll pick up a journal the next chance we get.
Yes. Yes.
I'm okay. All right. Are you okay?
Wait, 8th level?
Yeah.
Yes.
What? I was like, yeah, maybe 3rd, 4th level for that.
It affects
yeah.
a massive area. It's a 200-foot cube. Potentially.
Yeah, up to a 200-foot cube, and then just any type of, like, any of a specific kind of intelligent creature that you specify
Can't go in it.
will then be affected by whatever, either of the two effects that you choose.
Like, I could see some, like, really, like, incredibly minor effects. Like, oh, you want to draw, like, the hidden vampire, so you just enchant the town square to draw in vampires.
Mhm.
But it also has a casting time of an hour. And it's a verbal, somatic, and materials just standing in the middle of the town, like, screaming and doing gestures for an hour.
Bye, Carlos.
The town guard's gonna come over and fucking arrest you. You can't do that here. Shut up.
Alright. And then we fly to Waterdeep.
Yeah, night passes. The following morning, before you head off, Hasmakella returns with a gift.
Oh.
This one. In addition to leaving you with Hazaron, she will also give your group 3 arrows of dragon slaying.
Oh, finally. Need to replenish my stock.
Straight to Aura.
So anyways, I turn around and I shoot them 3 arrows of dragon slaying.
Do you have to shoot an arrow? Like, what if I summon 3 monkeys and they use the arrows as spears? Single use, of course, but like...
I'd assume that you could use
Probably like an
arrow as the-
improvised weapon.
Yeah, I assume you could use an arrow
Yeah,
as an improvised
it'd be a D4 plus whatever the dragon slaying enchantment damage does.
Yeah.
It's like 68, isn't it? It's
60,
on my
10.
thing. 60-10. Yeah, I saw it on my global damage modifier. My sheet just wasn't maximized. You know, it's strange. We keep getting these. Is somebody making them?
I mean, the last ones we got were from the wizard that was captured by a dragon and really wanted to leave. So I'm pretty sure she said that she made them.
I mean, yeah, I was just mostly in
there's
general
people
just
that hate
asking us
dragons
questions
all
of the
over the
dragon.
world.
Like, I keep getting these. Who is making them? Can I speak with them?
I want to know how to make them.
You want to contact the supplier?
Anyway,
I'll contact the
that'll
supplier
be
for
the
a
end
report.
of today's session. Partly because I have to go make dinner.
Yeah.
Partly
Okay.
because
We also started
it's
late.
about time for the session to end anyway.
Yeah.
Alright. Who gets bonus XP?
I
Damn.
vote Krask.
Hooray!
This is funny.
For
1
becoming
XP.
so so horribly disgusted by his friend's revelation.
Now we worked out that
You're a
Locke
half
is
dragon? Ew. Leaves.
Locke is repelled by
Disgusting
me.
creature.
So did you take 0 damage from the fireball?
Yeah,
Oh my
he's
god.
fired.
Huh? I'm fire immune,
He's fired.
He's fired.
and I've got blind sight.
Yeah, how about that?
I know what's in your pockets.
I'm
That's not how that works.
disgusted by
I
you.
know. I just wanted to say this fucking meme. As Locke gets his entire reality shattered in one fucking
Yeah.
sentence.
You mind fucked Vex and Locke. When's our turns?
I'm getting to you.
Okay.
I got mine fucked in between sessions, so I didn't get to be traumatized.
Sure.
It's pretty. It's
Well,
pretty funny.
you and Locke both got the. Oh, those people we're searching for aren't here, and no one seems to know them. Locke has now found out why.
They don't exist, homie.
So what's wrong with you, homie?
Where the fuck am I from?
Hey,
What's
man.
going on?
People have heard of my grandfather, and I don't plan on going back home until the campaign's done. So
Just a horrifying revelation that my father or mother is a fucking red dragon somewhere, and that's just fucking great.
Was my village destroyed by a dragon, or am I a sleeper agent?
I don't
What if-
see it on the
What
map.
if you're the dragon
What
that
village?
destroyed their village? You're an actual dragon.
Welcome to Tyranny.
Maybe I'm a dragon.
You're the Arisen.
Maybe everyone's a dragon.
Arisen.
I'm done. See you, Bush.
Bye.
Peace. See you tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day for the game.
Good
night, everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. That's
Alright. See ya.
Oh
Thanks for
wait,
coming.
Nick.
Yes.
I discovered your porn.
What?
Oh yes.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
why is this level 130 warrior cost me 0 rift crystals? And I googled it. I'm like, it's because it's on your friends list. And I looked, and it was yours. And I was like, damn, bro's 130. I could just use it to cheese the entire game.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that thing will probably do almost nothing for you. It's just
I
there
used-
to tank.
I
It
used
does
it
no
once.
damage.
It does damage at my level. It does. It
okay.
did like half a wyvern's health bar in one hit. And I was like, damn, I
The
can't use
equipment
this
isn't
guy.
even dragon forged.
What are you playing?
Dragon's
No,
Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma. I love that fucking. I'm like level 70 at this point. My best pawn is like level 40 because it has like triple Dragon Forged gear. And no other pawn that I've seen on the pawn market has even like basic Dragon Forged gear.
Yeah, I was way too lazy to go and put on my pawn's equipment and go kill a dragon because I fucking hate playing as a warrior.
Bro.
Hey, if I
Right.
rolled 88 instead of 89, I would have transformed
Listen.
into a wooden chest for a minute.
Oh my god, I'd been so happy if you did that. But Bitter Black Isle is super fun with Magic Archer.
Alright,
You
I'm
just
gonna
do
go make it a
Mythic
bye.
String Island,
Yeah.
I've
It's
been
the best.
I've been doing Bit of Black Isle at the moment, but I am way too weak. I'm up to like the Pope, and I just don't hurt him.
Oh, the Pope's